welcome back to the College Cinephile. I'm Mark Gutierrez, and today I'm joined here by Aerik and Coleman, and we're going to be doing a follow-up video on a video last week about the Oscars. Now, we're going to do this the same routine. You know, we're going to talk and discuss. Starting at our first one, we're going to be starting with supporting actress, and the winner for this one was Regina King. What were y'all's thoughts on Regina King's winning?
I thought it was well-deserved, definitely. She's a fantastic actress, and it was definitely her year. I'm so proud of her. Like, I think it was well done, Academy.
In the predictions video, that's the one I said I thought would win, and I thought that it should win. So I'm happy with this category.
Yeah. Our predictions were our own personal thoughts, but I'm really glad that Regina King won. She definitely deserved it. Giving If Beale Street Could Talk another viewing after the results, I was like, okay, I understand. This is a really, really good win. And yeah, I feel like she really deserved it.
In her acceptance speech, she really thanked the right people, especially. It was so wonderful to hear her thank the book writer and hear her thank just everyone. It was well spoken as well. So.
Yes, and we do have a little bit of that coming up with Coleman. Moving on to our next one, we're going to be covering supporting actor. The winner for this one was Mahershala Ali, which I have a problem with him being a supporting actor. But what were your thoughts about him winning?
I feel as though, yes, agreed, that him being a supporting actor, I feel like the Academy kind of put him in the backseat just like the film did.
Yeah.
But, you know, well-deserved again. I mean, he's a wonderful actor, and he definitely deserves to have one.
Same thing, predictions video, that this is the one I thought should win. So I'm happy here. I don't think Mahershala Ali's ever been, like, in a bad role. I think every role he's ever done, even, like, bad movies maybe, I think he's still pretty good. So I'm happy with him winning.
Yeah, I feel like the one big problem was what I mentioned before, him being a supporting actor. I really feel like he should have been the lead actor on this movie, but again, he got pushed to the back seat. But you know, what can we do? The Academy put him in that category.
At least Sam Rockwell didn't win.
Hey, that's a good one.
Oh, okay.
The 5 minutes that he was in the action movie. Yep. All right, let's move on to lead actress. The lovely, lovely Olivia Coleman won this award, and I loved her acceptance speech. I think that this was a really good win for her, and what did y'all think?
It was a shocker.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally, we all just jaws dropped. It was incredible.
She was the dark horse, but, I mean, deserved.
It was. I'm so glad she won, because that film was funny. It was great, and she was fantastic in it.
It was her role in it was so unexpected, I think. When you go to watch a period piece about, like, the Queen of England, I don't think you expect it to be everything she was. Yeah. Just so comedic, but also she had such weight in the dramatic moments too. That and there was a lot of conversation, obviously, about Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz, you know, in the supporting roles, and they kind of got most of the attention in the movie. But the fact that Olivia Colman's character was the character that connected both of them, I think, and the fact that her performance in that did it so well, I think just earned her that Oscar.
I like to say that it had the 3 Ps. It was a period piece. It was very much pretentious, as most period pieces should be, and it had a punchline. Yeah. That made it even better. Yeah. I loved it.
I wanted to think it was like a solid period piece. Everybody was going to be very uptight, very, very serious, but it was quite funny.
And she carries most of the comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Olivia Colman, it doesn't surprise me either way, because she worked a lot with Edgar Wright. Hot Fuzz, she was one of the funniest characters. I feel like this was probably my favorite award that was given out, just for her reaction alone.
I'm a little, I feel for Glenn Close, though, because I think everyone thought this was her year, including her. I think everyone expected her to win, and the fact that she's had such a long and incredible career, she should get an Oscar, and it's just such a shame. I feel like every year the leading actress category maybe is the most stacked. Like, it's the one that has the best performances of the year. I wouldn't take out any of the performances that were in this category, and all of them were so good that they each could earn, and I'd be happy with them winning an Oscar. So just the fact that the competition is so steep in this category, I feel for Glenn Close, but I'm happy.
It's the close loss, though, that made Coleman's speech so epic, because it was so candid and
she
so
didn't
honest.
Expect to win.
Yeah.
No, she was dumbfounded, and that made it even better, because that means everything she said was off the cuff, and it was honest, and it was real, and it was beautiful. It was really cool.
The highlight of the show was when she was told to move on, told to wrap up, and she just like spit at the prompter. That was my favorite part.
Yeah. And covering the one last funny bit about that speech, I just love whenever she says, "Thank you, Glenn Close. You've been a very big inspiration for me." And Glenn Close's face is like, "Of course I am."
Yeah, she's just Glenn Close is having to smile through it.
Yeah.
So good for her for being a good sport.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on. Let's move on to lead actor, and this award was given to Rami Malek for his role in Bohemian Rhapsody. What were your thoughts on this? I'm actually really curious about this one.
I personally, if you see my review, you can always check and look at our review. It was wonderful. I loved the film, and I loved his portrayal. And as far as the actors go on the list, I think he was my pick. I'm pretty sure. So I don't disagree with the pick.
So Bohemian Rhapsody it's kind of an in-joke for us now that it's our most polarizing movie. In this club, either you loved it or you hated it, and I fell pretty staunchly on the hate side. I think Rami Malek did have a good performance, but I think you have to weigh kind of the ability to maybe do an impression of a character versus really stepping into that character. And I think Rami Malek kind of toes the line in some of his performance aspects, while other people in the category, i.e. Christian Bale, I think Christian Bale really stepped into his role more and embodied his role more. And even I didn't even like Vice that much, but I think Christian Bale did give the best performance out of an actor, at least that was nominated this year. So I don't think Rami Malek should have won. And every time Bohemian Rhapsody won an award, I felt a little bit of me died. But I could be angrier, I guess.
Christian Bale is definitely a method actor. He's definitely in, classically people have said on set he is very much in that character. And Rami Malek did a wonderful job. And apparently he did the same thing or similar thing with Mercury. But I can see where you say he kind of played the line a little bit between caricature and character. And that's true. But
Yeah.
I still think, when I saw the film, I didn't disagree with his win. However, I do have my qualms with the film. Definitely agree with what people have said about it in terms of, the reality and all the things that people have said about the film. But, and I do think popularly it was going to be him. And so what can you do? It's kind of sad though, because yes, Christian Bale did do a fantastic job becoming that role. So.
And, you haven't said anything.
My big problem with the presenting of that, whenever they were saying about Rami Malek and his role, like whenever they said Rami Malek's up for Bohemian Rhapsody, I hate that they showed a scene that wasn't him acting.
Yeah.
It was him singing a song, was lip syncing to Freddie Mercury singing, and I had a big problem
There
with that.
were scenes where I thought he did very good acting-wise, specifically the scene that I think, there were two scenes that I thought he was really, really good in. The scene where he first comes out to, what's her name, Mary, in the film. When he first comes out to her, I think that's a really powerful scene that he is very good in. And then towards the back half of the movie, another scene with Mary, when she comes and meets him and kind of makes him realize that he's throwing away his life a little bit. And he's standing out in the rain and he confronts the person that's like Paul, I think is his name is. He confronts Paul, he's standing out in the rain. I think that's also a pretty good scene. So they probably should have used one of like those two instead of the scenes where he's lip syncing. But
yeah,
popular wins. Though.
Yeah, popular wins. But I feel like what you were saying before, pitching off of what Coleman was saying, I feel like there was two people in that movie that really embodied characters. That was Rami Malek, and that was Christian Bale. I feel like Christian Bale, like what you said, I feel like he embodied that character more. But that was because of also what you said. He's a method actor. He does this to get into a role, and I feel like him doing that was a big pickup, and I thought that's why he should have won.